Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. Yes. Hi, Capricorn. This is your channel messages for the 19th? No, 18th. It's the 18th of June. Tomorrow is Juneteenth. My subscriber just tell me. Let me look. My subscriber said tomorrow is Juneteenth, love. Because I know you don't act. You obviously don't act black. So like, what the hell, brother Bim one. Brother Bim1, thank you for the information, sir. Ma'am, my black fellow person, right? So tomorrow is Juneteenth. Remember to be black. And if you're a Caucasian, this is your time to have sex with a black person. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into your reading. Capricorn, let's go ahead and go into your reading, okay? And if you're black and gay, this is your moment. I mean, it's June. Gays, Juneteenth, black. So if you're black and you're gay, you do go to the front of the line. You know that, right? You see, in February, if you're black, you go to the front. But in June, if you're black and gay, sweetie, you have free prime access. Did you not know this? Oh my God, let's go ahead and go into the reading. Capricorn. First card out is addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, hazard block, restraint. We also have coughing. I feel like an overdose is somebody going to lace you. Somebody going to lace you. You'll get laced. Be careful. Don't take anything from anybody that's not sealed. You'll get laced. We have addiction and we have coughing. Endings, bringing new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, or me getting somebody will get you hooked on something. They're gonna offer you your first cigarette. They're gonna offer you cocaine. They're gonna offer you something and it lace. They might not even tell you say it lace. They're gonna get you addicted to something and that will be your demise. We also have I like you. Yeah, maybe somebody like you, but they're an addict. And you might not accept them if you know they're an addict. So they're going to try to get you addicted to the same thing. So both of them can live a beautiful addictive life. We also have stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. You know much time I see couples like guys, they're with girls who drink. And then two of them start drink. And then after the guy get the girl for drink or the girl get the guy for drink, them have to have a baby. And none of them can't stop drink. I know them have a baby. And that's how the addiction ruin you. You don't drink, but you're pressured to drink because you're there with a girl. You don't smoke, but you're pressured to smoke because you're there with the girl. And by the time you decide to fall into it because you want a girl like you, because she drink, when you and the girl have baby, she can't stop drink. You can't stop drink. And not only is drunk fighting parents, harming the baby because she keep drinking. One more. Clock. Lights go out and it can't be safe. And a jet front again brought me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and please, singing. Unbound on things unsaid. Shoot an apple off my head. Yeah, I'm getting some more clock. Let's go. Yeah, something about the clock. Literally getting it, your clock, your time is ticking. You need to be. Me getting this addiction going to be the end of you. Me getting you don't have time left, and sometimes you might be addicted to things, and it damage your insides before you even. Okay, for example, you're addicted to, say addicted to cigarettes. You know you must stop. You know when you're pregnant, you know for smoke. But you know what end up make you stop? You get cancer. Like you damage your coughing, you damage your body too much because of the addiction. Something like that. So let's go ahead and go into your reading. Let's see what's happening. Let's go. Capricorn. Let's see what's happening. First card out is the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm getting something about this woman. Is it your mom? Does your mom have an addiction, a drinking addiction? Maybe there's times in your childhood where you remember, you could be like a successful person as an adult. When we're getting, you remember times in your childhood where your mother would be extremely drunk. Maybe seeing your mom drunk cause you to have the same addictions, or me getting you saying, I don't date girls who drink. I don't even me getting something. Yes, is your mother. Your mother used to do something. My mother used to drink enough to sometime, you know. But that's lit. That's when all of us will grow up. Not when we were kids. When we were kids, no, she never drank. Never. Me never say she messed around alcohol when we were kids. Is when all of us grow up and we're adults, like when the baby was like 18, 20, then it started. Then she started so-called live our life. But maybe you remember being a child and your mother had drink or she had the drugs. Because we have addiction and coffin. Yeah, but 10 of Pentacles, me getting that's all your mother spent all of the money upon that. Me getting you never had food, you never had clothes properly. Yeah, because even if your mother have money, if she drunk, she don't have time for clean the house. She drunk. And your kids, you don't know you must take the money and do things. You're relying on your mom. So me getting you weren't a poor family, but your family was under addictions. You know? And because of how your mother stayed while she was under the addiction, it affect you. So me getting you don't have the story for say, oh, I came from a poor beginning. You know, I was just so poor. Me getting you never poor. You're actually really rich, but you were rich with addict parents. And that's just as bad as being poor. We also have it, yeah, because you get neglected. Okay, honey, there's food on the stove and there's money there. I'm gonna go get high with my boyfriend. That's just as bad as being fucking poor. That's just as bad as not having shit to eat. Cause me getting she used to neglect you, she turn her back on you, she never spend time with you. Me getting you saying like you never have a good. Me getting there's resentment there because your mother used to leave you for the other things. Maybe she used to leave you for the drugs. We have a tower card, exactly. Maybe this is something you're talking to your mother about. Maybe I tell your mother how much she doing drugs in the past affected you. Or me getting something about you, me getting all of the money you spend upon drugs. Your mother probably was on expensive drugs like cocaine. Cocaine is expensive. No, this could be something about pills. Your mom, the pills, what she depend? Azilopram? Is she on Lexapro? Is she on citalopram? Me getting maybe your mother on antidepressants. So it could be something about her over. Me getting she take the whole of the tablet them. Me getting she have 30 days supply or she have 10 tablets. Antidepressants. Me getting something about your mother putting the bottle to her head, but the bottle is not alcohol. The bottle is a bottle of medication. Somebody might tell you say your mother did dead of an overdose, but it's not alcohol. Them say she put the bottle to her head. The bottle of pill, not the bottle of alcohol. Unless she was taking pills while drinking. Cause me getting she empty the bottle. Like she feel like everybody turned them back on her. Maybe her own kids wouldn't talk to her. Because you see her back is turned. And then the tower card. Or something about your mother came to come live with you. And me getting she turned a complete addict in your house. And you're not an addict and you never planned for bring this shit in your house. Me getting your mother bring it. Me getting whatever addiction this is, your mother brought it in the house. Let's clarify. Queen of Pentacles is a hermit card. Yeah, me getting your mother was a very isolated woman. When parents, especially moms, them the drugs, them don't have friends. Was your mother the type of woman to not have friends? You never see her go out with girls as friends. Yeah, because drugs will isolate you that way. You will get paranoid and think everybody a plot against you. You will think people are plot against you. Think it. We're not talking about people really are plot against you. You will think it. Because she stay alone. And then those are usually parents. Them don't have friends. Them drunk, or maybe a mother had mental illness. She started irrational things. She don't feed her no. She tell us that God, she tell us that she hear one voice. God tell her for this. And you're a kid. You only look to your mother. Look how much times moms will on addictions or they're mentally unstable and them kill them kids. Can you imagine the last moments when these kids were living, what them would feel? Them might look upon their mother. Them know it's their mother. You think them would run before the mom kill them? Or them just stand there because it's their mother and them trust their mother even though their mother was fucked up on drugs. We also had the Four of Swords. Yeah, me getting she get high and she sleep all day. Maybe a mom on sleeping pills. The mom take antidepressants. Antidepressants will make you sleep for like 12 hours a day. So maybe you're talking about a time where your mother wasn't present in your life because she had mental illness. Now, if this is a case where your mom battled mental illness growing up and she was on antidepressants, you cannot blame her. You can't blame her. You can't blame. If she was on antidepressants her whole life and she just did kind of neglectful because of her mental health, you're gonna have to go up on a pilgrimage for find healing. You cannot blame your mother. She wasn't in her right mind. You're gonna blame your mother because she's schizophrenic. She's schizophrenic. You think your mother knows that she was schizophrenic? And she was schizophrenic harming you. Maybe she was schizophrenic beating the shit out of you every day. Or she was schizophrenic or she druggy bringing on multiple men. If she was druggy bringing on multiple men, there's an angle I could understand. But if your mother did literally upon medication for help her mental health, you're going to grow up as an adult feeling that something was missing. But I'm telling you, you're finding closure in your mother not gonna help you. You have to go on a spiritual journey and look for forgiveness for yourself. You can't look for your mom to talk about these things when you're older to fill that gap. Your mom was on mental health medication. She wasn't in her right mind. You can't blame her. Bitches in them right mind and commit abortion. Bitches in them right mind and kill. Your mom, despite having a mental illness, did she harm you? Maybe she did. But I'm just saying, there's no closure you can get from her. She take medication all her life. You have to grow, you're going to have to you have to heal yourself. There's no healing your mother can give you. We also have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, see your mom here, but this is you. Beautiful like your mom. Are you falling under the same, maybe you're falling under the same addiction as your mother, or I'm getting you saying you don't want to be like your mom, you want to be somebody different. So I'm getting you saying you won't turn your back on what. If your mother used to smoke cigarettes, I'm getting you saying you don't want to do it. If she used to smoke weed, you're saying you don't want to. If she used to drink, you're saying you don't. Maybe your mother was on antipsychotic. Maybe your mother was on medication for mental health. And because of how she treated you, you grow up with mental health. And me getting you saying, I'm not going to put medication like she. I'm going to deal with it. Because me getting whatever your mother couldn't give you, that's whatever love or neglect that your mom did to you, that is what you have to give yourself to heal. She can't, there's no excuse of she saying why she wasn't in your life. Even if she make up an excuse, she on pills, she on medication. Like you're like one more. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. Did your mom work? Maybe she never worked. Exactly. So your mom was on pills, she never worked, and she was isolated without friends. You think your mom did want that life? You think she wanted to be schizophrenic and paranoid every day and not go out and not carry? I see other people, moms carry them to the park, and my mom couldn't carry me to the park. No. Because she felt like every time she stepped outside, somebody will kill her. And even though you never had a good childhood because of it, imagine the fear she was in. At some point as adults, we have to learn that some of the wounds our parents inflicted on us, it's because they had wounds. Sometimes our parents inflict wounds on us and we never deserve it. You see, other times, you see the same wound them give us is a wound they had. And when our parents give us the same cut they had, we have to heal it. We can't ask them to heal it. We have to heal it ourselves. Your mom cannot give to you what she don't have. If your mom chose to love other people, love stepchildren, love a man, but she never loved you, you can cuss her. But you see, if your mother was an isolated woman who never had love and never had friends and she never loved you, you cannot cuss her for that. She cannot give you what she don't have. She never had love for herself. There's coffin stabbed in the back and addiction. Maybe your mom has already passed and you remember this. But I feel like you should seek reverence in the fact that she never had a clear mind. She maybe never even have a support system to have a clear mind. And it's fucked up that you had a fucked up childhood, but understand, yes. But let's focus on you giving your kid what your mother never gave to you, instead of focusing on what your mother never gave to you. Because life continues. And your mom are gonna die, and one day you are gonna dead too. And it's one thing to talk about all the flaws your mom did and why you're so fucked up. And it's another thing to learn from the flaws your mom did to you and make sure you don't repeat it. A lot of us repeat. Our mothers never like us, so we don't like our daughter. And we grow up and we say, oh, my mother don't like me. And you come out and you don't like your daughter. You treat your daughter the same way your mother treat you. You treat your son the same way your father treat you. You learn no lessons. You carry on the bitter curse. So, you did get a chance to go out. You did get a chance to socialize. You got a chance to work. Your mother did not. So I feel like you shouldn't have any. I feel like you should work on healing yourself for the mistakes that your mother couldn't see she was doing because she was just too caught up in surviving another day. You might say to yourself, my mother did neglect me. You don't know if your mother didn't want to commit suicide all her life. And even though she was in the house with you and she feed you, she cook for you, you're saying what she's doing is not enough. To her, she was doing that to distract herself from committing suicide. So just be easy on your parents, especially when things happen. But it takes maturity to can cipher this. If you don't know yourself, then you're going to put blame on people who you think were supposed to do things for you. But if you know yourself, you know you have flaws. You know you have addictions. You know you have an attitude. Your mom is a woman. She has the same thing. So you don't get to walk around with an attitude and be the way you are with no repercussions, but you want to blame your mother. At some point, we have to take accountability for our healing. Even if our parents did fucked up things to us, we have to take accountability. We have to heal ourselves. We can't live with life every day and say, oh, my mom did this, so that's why I'm this way. My dad did it. You know, I just didn't have a good life. You never have a good life, you can make a change. And the only reason why half of these adults don't want to make a change is because their identity is the abuse them get. That's them identity. That's them whole identity. When girls get raped, their identity is, I don't trust men. I don't trust men. I just hate men. That's their whole identity. When you get raped and you heal from it, your identity is not being a rape victim. Your identity is not saying that men are evil. Your identity says, not all men rape. This one raped me. But because I know every man a rapist and this one raped me, I don't walk around licking my wounds and cursing men. Because you heal. A lot of people will say, okay, you have sometimes people will say, you don't act like you've been raped. You don't act like you've been abused. Yes, because I've healed. You know, a girl who hasn't been healed but raped, you know how she act? She going to say, don't touch me. She going to say, I only want female people. She going to say, listen, I have PTSD. She going to act that way because she had not healed. So you'll believe she said she was raped. Because look how she act. She don't want a man touch her. She don't want to interact with a man. She don't dress promiscuous. Yeah, because she's not healed. So her identity is men are evil. But when you go through traumatic situations and it does not form your identity, it is separate from yourself. You don't even talk. You will go through things and people will say, oh, she act like she has a great life. Why? Because me heal. The reason why you don't have a great life is because you're still holding on to everything that traumatized you. But the girl who heal, you're saying I believe her story. I just don't believe a person who got robbed would act that way. I just don't believe a person who got cheated on would act. I just don't believe a person who got raped would act that way. Why? Because she's not traumatized. Some of us can heal from traumatic behavior. So I'm just saying it might be your time to take accountability as to what the devil did to you. It's not your fault, but you're healing. You heal. What happened to you isn't your fault. It's not your fault. You were innocent. But you say you healing and moving on and loving and having a kid, that is your responsibility. That's not the responsibility of your mother. I'm going to leave it here, Capricorn. Until next time, bye.